Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Your Shop. We're excited to have Adalcar with us today. He's an awesome player from France who was playing a long time ago, but just kind of jumped in the last couple of months, really playing a lot more. So we're excited to feature his shop today and talk through what's been going on with him. So welcome back. Good to have you. Thanks for watching, and let's get into it.
Hello, my name is Adalcar. As you can see, I'm level 56. I have a level 9 shop with mostly level 8 or 9 furniture. I am pay to play, so I did spend money to expand my shop and to buy the Scholar Engineer pack. I have been focusing mostly on mastering stuff, but I have like 3 lines I'm trying to complete, which are respectively the crossbow line, which is already complete and mastered, the gun line, which is all unlocked but not yet mastered, and the spell line, because I decided on that right the moment they shifted the
The
crafting
resource
requirement.
requirement, yeah.
The fourth line, the leather line, will be the gloves line, because I've noticed that it's one of the only lines with the boots that doesn't yet have a premium tier 9 item,
Okay,
which means that the gloves are actually still worth something.
yeah.
Which,
That's why I have the boots as well, yeah.
one issue I will be facing too, it will be the energy, because while it costs 750 energy to surcharge
Oh, yeah.
boots or an extra vestimenta. Again, our crossbow costs 840, 830 or 850
Mm-hmm.
energy to surcharge.
So when you're crafting, are you pretty focused on just completing those 4 lines then, like finishing mastering them and then just
Mm,
crafting like the higher level items?
no, that really depends on what I'm doing at that time.
Oh, okay. So it's not focus, you're just kind of
It's not focused. It's just a guideline. Like when I have nothing to do, the mastery
mm-hmm.
on every item. Well,
Yeah.
every item no, but at least every tier 6 item for now.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's what you have
I have
bookmarked.
I have bookmarked every
Cool.
tier 6 item I haven't mastered yet, and every prerequisite.
So when you're playing actively, are you at the point now that you're speeding up crafts with energy and trying to use all your resources constantly?
I'm trying to do that. I either have too much costly stuff. Like I
Mm.
went halfway up the Tower of Titan for 2 weeks. My entire inventory was full of tier 9 stuff because I wanted to surcharge them, and now I'm full of low level stuff which I don't want to sell at cost value or surcharge,
Yeah.
because it feels like a waste when I can.
So when you're surcharging, are you aiming for tier 9 items then? Tier 8 items?
I'm more about the price, basically. Like whatever I can sell below 100,000, I discount. Whatever I
Okay.
can sell above 200,000, I surcharge, and
Yeah.
everything else I sell at cost value.
Let's look at heroes really quick.
Where the hell is he? Oh, here. Like this guy is my beast. I didn't spend anything on him. He just woke up and became OP.
Nice. I love it. You got good gear
Uh,
too, all enchanted well. That's good.
yeah, of course, most of this I've bought. This is stupid, but
No, no,
it's
that's great though. That's perfect. Like
well,
having
that
all
that's the,
consistent gear with full enchants, like it looks really good. That's sweet.
yeah.
So
That's your
is your
max.
max level right now 29? Looks like it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We're working on the training hole, like, but still almost done.
How did Tower of Titans go for you?
Third Titans, as I said, I think I reached level 50, I reached level 20 actually. Hit a hard ceiling
Okay.
on level 21, which I think is a boss. Most of the time they're gonna spend will be on tier 9, so it makes no sense to spend 10 million
Yeah,
to equip something tier 8
for sure.
when
In terms of your focus in game, like what you enjoy or what you're focused on, is it a lot of crafting? Do you work market quite a bit? Is it a lot of just trying to sell in shop?
I prefer to sell in shop,
Yeah.
and uh, I've been trying to sell enchanted stuff most of the time, earning 50 millions in 1 hour. It's
Yeah.
really fun.
You getting big items in your shop? Like, are you buying anything from market, enchanting it, and selling it? Or are you waiting until you're crafting, your bigger tier items and then selling those in shop?
Usually, I'm waiting for a time where I'm not online much, which hasn't been really often in the last week. And when I'm like working or something, I just launch 5 or 6 big crafts,
Yeah.
and I just tune out.
Sure.
And really quickly, by the end of the day, I have like
Mm-hmm.
25 or 30 big items to sell.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So when it comes to components and stuff for crafting, are you able to get the majority of them from questing, or are you buying most of that stuff from the market?
Vast majority of it, I craft, I farm it, and it's gonna change when I'll be crafting only tier 9 stuff. I barely have to go on market.
Okay,
Like,
that's nice though for you. Let's say you've crafted a bunch of tier 8s and tier 9s. Are you ever buying, let's say, tier 7 enchants from the market and then putting it on before you sell them through your shop?
when I have tier 9s, a lot of the time I'll be buying the enchants. Yeah, I have 10 crafting slots right
Okay.
now, and my objective is to get 12 without spending more money.
Long
It's
road.
gonna be a slow grind.
Yeah, for sure. I did the same thing, man. It takes a long time. Do you just have the 72 furniture slots in your shop?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a grind too. My gosh, it's like 15,000 more gems. So it's been interesting when we've been recording Your Shop episodes because it feels like obviously everybody's at a very different point in the game, but some people progress more consistently where it feels like their shop and their heroes and everything's kind of moving together. And some people have put a lot of money into the game at the start, but their furniture upgrades aren't at the point to really like support everything that they have. So they're like ahead, but also behind where it feels like they should be. But I feel like your shop at this point has been the one that feels like it's consistent throughout. Like your rack upgrades are consistent with where your heroes are at, with what you're crafting, all that kind of stuff. Like everything seems to be kind of moving in a consistent direction, which is really cool to see. But I guess my question in all of that would be, what do you feel like is kind of your bottleneck right now, or the thing that you would say is slowing you down?
Upgrading resources versus upgrading racks. How many racks you need versus how many bins you need.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now I felt like I was really late on this. Like 2 weeks ago, I couldn't even surcharge some stuff I was selling. I'd been mostly working on this, but I know that I'm gonna have to upgrade the bins at some point.
Yeah, because eventually, even when you're late game crafting, if you even have 3 tier 1 bins out, you can still start crafting 12 tier 9s at the same time. So
Yeah.
essentially, there's no point in having any more than 3. But I guess right now, if they're not super high level, then it makes sense to have more outs, especially if you're focusing on crafting.
Like I have 400 spots of inventory,
Mm-hmm.
and it's either full or empty. I can't find the middle ground.
Have you ever really worked on making gems from market before?
I have not like tried to play the market, buy stuff to resell it for gems or stuff like that.
Yeah, okay. How much
That
profit per day do you feel like you're making in game if you're focusing on that? Like I know you're working on mastering stuff and your focus isn't just how much money can I make, but what would you say
if
that is?
if I focus on making money, 150 millions, but it's gonna be 150 million net worth and spending like 60 million to buy enchants, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be a lot less. And
So when you're buying enchantments to put on your tier 8s and tier 9s, are you going with tier 7s and taking that little bit of profit?
when I want to put on my tier 9, I'm taking tier 9 enchants because
Oh,
they're balancing for value, and just because it looks really good to click and have an explosion of coins.
Yeah, true. It does. It does feel very good.
You're the one who influenced me like that. Like I've never seen anything except selling to the king, selling over 1 million. Most of my sales are above 1 million because because it looks good.
With where you're at in game right now, is there anything that you've optimized lately, or you feel like somebody, let's say, just below your level or just below your progress would be able to learn?
The one thing that's changed a lot recently is my champions. Like before Tower of Titans, I guess I was like everybody else, and I just tossed some high level gear on my guys, and just now I have some actual strong champions, and I bought some good ones. But that's not really a lesson for the ages, I guess.
Yeah.
When I was low level, I was joking about the high level didn't see that the blue or purple, or even when you're looking at normal items, the green versions were worth a lot less. Is ridiculous. It takes 5 minutes to craft, and it's worth 69,000. It's the main component for the triple crossbow, and you need 2 of them. So everybody buys them.
Yeah.
And you can see that the magic and the blue version are not.
Yeah, I find the same thing with the tier 6 herb, because you need it to craft one of my tier 9 crafts. But it's the same thing. Like the normal one is always like 20 or 30k more expensive than the green, just because people are too lazy to look in market and buy the other one. Even though like any rarity would work, and sometimes even the blue ones are cheaper. Like this, the blue ones are cheaper than the normal, just because people are too lazy to go look that up and market themselves. All right, man. Well, I think that's pretty much going to be it for us for this one. Just have a couple thoughts for you before we close. First of all, your progress looks super good. Like it's really cool to see a shop that's at this level that's all moving in the same direction, and it feels like everything's progressing together. It makes sense together. You've got your crafting slots, you've got your expansions, you've got everything upgrading together. You're mastering, almost done tier 6. Like, it's awesome to see. As we had talked about, of course, when your bins get up to some higher levels, getting rid of the extras that you don't need to make more room for racks is going to help a lot to help you to get to that higher energy, of course, which you already know.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is just to keep in mind when and if you should small talk, because at certain points I've seen you small talk with like 800 energy. If you're at 800 energy and your max is 1300, even if that's successful, you're only going up by 50 energy. But if it fails, you're going down by more than that. And because you never need more than 800 energy, like you're not going to need more than 800 to speed up a craft, and you're not going to need more than 800 at this point to surcharge an item. So in my opinion, if you're up above like half of your energy or something like that, there's no reason for you to be small talking, because you're not gaining anything out of it. You're kind of wasting a customer in a way. And if you're needing to still discount that item, you're kind of like losing money in a way. Like, it's just not necessarily optimal, the balance between your surcharge items and your discount items and the ones that you're just selling normally. I would say try to use up your energy really efficiently, where if you have 500 like you have now, either be looking to surcharge like a tier 7, tier 8 item with that or whatever, or speeding up a craft to use most of it, so that before you go to small talk another item, you're kind of using the majority of that, so that if you have a failure of a small talk, you're not losing as much, if that makes sense. But I know it's kind of hard to find that balance and feel out what's the most optimal, but it's just something I noticed. So yeah, man, thank you so much for jumping on. It was awesome. Good hanging out and chatting about stuff. And yeah, thank you all for watching, of course, as well. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. And of course, if you are interested in being featured in a Your Shop episode, please feel free to message me, reach out on Discord or whatever, and hopefully we can fit you in. So yeah, thanks so much, and have a great night. Peace out.